Hi, today I am going to teach you how to find the area of a parallelogram using several methods. First of all, take a look at, let's try to identify what's a parallelogram. Okay, then for the second one, we are going to recall formula of a rectangle, formula of the area of a rectangle. Part C, formula of the area of a triangle. Then for the last part, we are going to calculate the area of a parallelogram using three methods. Okay, so let's move to the first one. Let's try to identify a parallelogram. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral. So special property of the parallelogram is its opposite sides are parallel. Now in this figure you can see these two lines are parallel to each other. In each and every case, same way here, these two lines are parallel to each other. Okay, in this figure also you can see these two are horizontal lines, which means they are already parallel. These two are slanted, but they are parallel too. Hope you guys got that idea, right? So now we have identified the figure parallelogram. Let's try to recall the area of a rectangle. Okay, now I'm going to draw a rectangle. Like this. Okay, if the length is L, if this length is L and the breadth is B, how we are going to find the area or find the 2D space occupied by this figure? Area is equal to length times breadth. Clear? Okay, so now I'm going to recall the formula of the area of a triangle. If you have a figure like this, okay, let's draw another one. Suppose we have this triangle, okay, and say their lengths are, here this length is B, which means the horizontal length, and we don't need these slant heights. Okay, when we want to find out the area of a triangle, we want to measure perpendicular lengths, same as this one here. L is perpendicular to B, so the product will gives us the area. Same way, if we measure this length, we want the perpendicular measurement from this length here. So I have selected these 2 points. I want to measure the vertical height or the vertical distance between these 2 points, which means this one, right? So area of a triangle means half into base into height. All you have to know is this height must be the perpendicular height, right? Hope it's clear. Now using those techniques, we'll be finding the area of a parallelogram later. Okay, now let's move to part C. We are going to find the area of a parallelogram. Here I have mentioned the first method, that is the counting of the squares inside. So let's take this figure and try to find the area. Here it is. Now we are going to count the squares inside, which means suppose this small square, okay, 1 centimeter, a side length of 1 centimeter, which means the length and the breadth is 1 centimeters each. So let's try to count the number of squares inside. Let's try. Here you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 completed squares. 1 2 3 4 5 6, another 6 completed squares. Same thing here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, another 6 is there. 1 2 3 4 5 6, another 6. Now number of completed squares, how many? Which means 6 in a row, and there are 6 rows. There are 36 small squares, right? Now let's calculate the remaining squares. Here you can see by combining this part with this portion, you will be having a perfect square again. Same thing here, combine these two parts. Same situation is there. Here a perfect square is, completed square is made, right? Same thing here, by combining these two, by combining these two, by combining these two. So how many new completed squares there out of partial portions? Here 1 square, another one 2 3, here 4, by combining these two that is 5, by combining these two that is 6 new completed squares. How many? There are 6, right? So altogether how many squares are there inside this figure, which inside this space? You can see total number of squares, which means partial ones and the completed ones. 36 plus 6, which means 42 completed squares. So if we take the area of a small square as 1 square centimeters, then we are able to find the area using square centimeters. Area of the parallelogram is 42 square centimeters, which means the area of a small one is 1 square centimeter, right? Hope that is clear. So that's the first method of finding the area of a parallelogram. Now let's do confirm this answer using some other methods. Okay, so my second technique is converting the parallelogram to a rectangle. Okay, let's take this one. Okay, I'll use the same figure. Now my objective is converting this parallelogram to a rectangle. Using that rectangle, I will able to find the area. Okay, I am going to separate a portion of this parallelogram. Now I'm going to cut this portion and try to fill in this space. You can see the same space is included here. Can you see? Okay, now let's try to find out the lengths here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Here the length is 7 centimeters, right? What would be the height? Height is 1 2 3 4 5 6. This height is 6. Let's write it as in centimeters. Okay, now after this process, I'll draw the new figure. You can see after moving this portion here, we will have a new rectangle, right? Like this shape. Clear? If I write A, B, C, D, E and F, my new figure is, okay, here A, B, this part is there, C, D may be somewhere here, and A and E are horizontal, therefore E is here, F is somewhere here. We don't need that right now. Now you can see I have filled this space, 2D space here. So let's calculate the length. Length AB is 7 centimeters. The distance between these 2 points is 6 centimeters, which means the perpendicular height, right? Now instead of calculating the area of this parallelogram, I can calculate the area of the rectangle which are same, okay, same in area. So area of the rectangle, what's that? Length times breadth, which means 7 centimeters times 6 centimeters. My answer is 42 square centimeters. Is that clear? Now let's compare those values. Here my answer is 42 square centimeters. Area of this rectangle must be equal to the area of the parallelogram. Clear? All these terms are same. Here my answer is 42 square centimeters. You can see we had the same answer. Okay, so using this technique you can find the area. Now let's try to find another way to calculate the area of a parallelogram. That is using the area of triangles. So in this technique I am going to split this parallelogram into two triangles. Here now I can have two triangles where this length is 7 centimeters. Here the same answer. And the vertical distance between these 2 points is 6 centimeters. Right? Here same. Hope that's clear. Okay. Seven centimeters there. Vertical height of 6 centimeters is there. Same thing here. Six and here 7. Now using the formula of finding the area of a triangle, I can find this area. A1, let's write this one as A1 and A2 here. A1 is equal to half into base into perpendicular height. Now these two measurements are perpendicular to each other. So base is 7, height is 6. Make sure to put the correct units. Square centimeters. Here my answer is 21. If I find the area A2, half base height, same measurements, right? Which means 21 again. Now what would be the total area? Sum of these two areas will be the area of this parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram, which means sum of these two areas, or you can compute that 2 times area of a triangle. Separated by a diagonal. Okay, which means 2 times half area of a triangle means half base into height. Here I can cancel these and the answer would be base into height. That's the total area of the parallelogram. Hope you got that clearly. So area of a parallelogram can be directly calculated using the product of base and the perpendicular height. Okay, that's all. So have a great day.